All right, guys, it looks like your temporary buying opportunity is over. There's $183 billion in trading volume going on right now. The market cap is on its way back up, still down from the 24-hour, but it's getting back up and it's doing it quickly. Bitcoin held support at 40,000 and said it will not go any lower. So what that means is we are back in business. Now, being back in business, what does that mean? I don't know. I guess what it means is this. In the comment section down below, first, like, subscribe, leave a comment, get notified with the bell. Don't forget that. It's very important. That helps me tremendously. But let's talk today in the comment section down below about what are you going to buy? What are you going to do? How is your life going to change when you get this life-changing type money that is about to come your way? And I'm looking at you. Oh shit, I was supposed to pick a coin, but they're all going to the moon, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter whether you're in Saitama, Floki, Keanu. It doesn't matter if you're in Kishu, Sanshu, Hokk. Doesn't matter if you're in StarLink. You're all going to the moon. StarLink actually is going to have a base on the moon, and I hope that I have an apartment there, but that's for another time. The point is, we are all getting sent. Now, what is it that you are going to do when it all starts to happen, when that life-changing money hits you? How is your life going to change? Or did your life already change in the last run? This is not financial advice, but I am always right.
The music like more to be on bricks. Even my lady call herself a side chick. I'm popping up like over red and vodka on the flame conscious.
All right, guys, CoinGecko has the market trading at $2.02 trillion this morning, down 1.5% to the previous day, $181 billion in trading volume. You might notice right here that in the 24 hours, aside from Bitcoin, who is dead even with 24 hours ago, everything is back up, which means that that little dip that we just saw, that buying opportunity that you had yesterday, if you didn't take advantage of it, that is on you. And I feel like I can say brother because 99.6% of the people that watch this are male. Fun stat. 24-hour trading volume, though. If you take a quick look here, Tether was $90 billion in trading volume, which meant that everybody learned their lesson from that last wreck and they got themselves straight back in. But what you did see is a little bounce coming from Cardano back to 216. It's up 6%, which means that it is probably going to pass Tether in market cap in just a little while. And we're going to get back to the 1, 2, 3s of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. So if you didn't get in on the dip, I did get in on the Cardano dip, by the way. If you didn't get in on the dip, then I don't know what to tell you other than, duh, you should have got in on the dip. Shouldn't have been so scared. This market always goes up long term. Moving on. All right, here it goes again. Keanu, you are up to 2442. That's up 54% on the day. And if I were a chart nerd plotting little lines and stuff like that on my chart index, I would say that that's a pretty good sign on that bounce. If I scroll out here, it looks like Keanu is about to get sent. So I don't know what that means. That seems like it's a really good sign. We're 3 days out from the event, the worldwide launch party with a very special guest. And it's so secret, we can't even tell anybody right now. I don't know if that's the cause of it. I don't think that that is. I think it's just the market sentiment. I think that everybody is understanding that it is time for these tokens to start mooning. And I think that the money is just being dumped into a lot of different tokens. And I believe that what we saw on last Friday was the start of Keanu doing a run-up, and we are very quickly going to see everybody else do the same. The people who have been holding out, who had been sitting on the sidelines, who had tethered their money a long time ago, that money's coming out of Tether and it's going back into the tokens, and we're starting to see a big lift. So fasten your seatbelts, guys. The ride's going to get a little bumpy, but we're going to Mars. Moving on. What in the Hokk is going on? Man, I've been waiting to say that for a long time. We're at 1455. That's down about 20%. And if it were any other time, then I would say, ooh, it's time to be a little bit alarmed. But look at that bump. Look at that lift that we got over the weekend. starting on, maybe it was Thursday, up through Friday. All of a sudden, things got a little bit serious, and then we saw this retracement right here, down, 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 and now what are we looking at? We're looking at another up, about to start hitting, which means there's a buy opportunity. If you're looking for an opportunity to get in, this is probably the play right now because there is a little room for growth. You can expect probably 18 to 2,000 by the end of today. If everybody's doing the right things and everything's going just right, then Hokk is about to get sent. A message here, by the way, from the Hokk Familia. We want to update everyone that bridge testing this weekend was successful. We had our first validator node and testnet. This week we move on to public testing and adding the primary validators for launch. This is just a testnet and addresses are likely to change, so wait for an official announcement when main net details will be provided. In production, the contracts are each Hokk. The bridge listens for a specific event that would originate in the contracts. And basically that means that we're getting very close to the Hokk bridge launch, and that is the future. So strap on your seatbelt because you're going for a ride. Moving on. All right, Sanshu holders, guess what? You're at 1905. That's down about 1% to the previous day. And guess what? After that bounce and after that little dip, you know what's happening right now? You got your next leg up getting ready to happen at this moment. So stay faithful, guys, because it's happening right now. Also, Dog Park 1.1 UI update is live. You can go check it out at dogpark.sanshuinufinance.com. And in about 14 hours from now at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, there will be a voice chat with some announcements being made in the Sanshu universe. So if you are interested and you are invested, that's going to be 10 p.m. tonight, 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific. Nobody cares about the mountains. Ugh. But the important thing is this. There are big things happening. Everything's starting to come together. We're getting that leg up again. We're starting to move. We're starting to see the money come back into the market. So if you are here for the long haul, then be at that video chat tonight. Listen in, learn some things, find out what's going on. There's good things happening in the future. Important thing, be informed, stay informed, know your product. If you're not, and you're just watching because you're wondering what's going on with Sanshu because you see it starting to move up, what is wrong with you? I keep telling you, get yourself a little bag. Make sure that you're in on it because you never know. One of these tokens is going to take off and it could just, well, be Sanshu before everybody else. So you've been warned. Moving on. All right, Floki Vikings, you guys are trading 37.74. That's up 10% on the previous day. And everybody else was in the tank. Floki was doing a little bit of a correction. And guess what? Now we're on our way back up. And guess what's happening today? Guess what's happening today? Ask me what's happening today. Times Square. The Floki billboard is going up in Times Square. It's going to be there for 3.5 months. Folks, if you've ever had a moment where you've been looking for a signal for things to start moving in a direction that is incredibly positive, that could give you life-changing opportunity, you're sitting at that moment right now. Billboards are going up in Times Square. They're going to be there through Christmas. That is a long time away. And there's 300,000 people that go through New York City. I think they go through Times Square just walking every single day. And there's over 1 million visitors every month. So everybody is going to know in very short order who Floki is. And then they're going to learn what Floki represents. And what it represents is life-changing wealth opportunities. And if you're not part of it, then you're going to get left behind. And you're going to be one of these guys in chats that I keep talking about that starts typing in chat and says, man, if I would have just held a little bit longer, I would have had a whole lot of money. Well, you're going to sit around. You're going to keep doing that same shit if you don't hold your bag and give the opportunity to the developers so that they can make you some life-changing money. Oh, and did I mention that Elon Musk has a dog named Floki? And at some point in the very near future, he's going to be posting about Floki. Are you kidding me? The opportunity presents itself for life-changing money. So get your bag in and change your life. Moving on. It's just becoming like a record anymore. The Saitama Wolfpack, They had a dip of no percent again today and are trending sideways at this very moment. But guess what? Throughout the entire market, we're starting to see ups. We're starting to see lifts. And you know what that means? That means Saitama is about to get another big leg up. Now, if you're not in there, you're a fool. If you are in there, you smart guy. And again, I say guy because 99.6% of the people that are watching this are guys or identify as guys. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm getting there. 8609 just went up a little bit. Now, guys, here's the thing. Saitama has an anti-whale mechanism. They have a 2% redistribution. They have a 2% burn. Everything continues to build. Everything continues to get bigger and better. Saitama, we're talking video games. We're talking TV shows. We're talking movies. We're talking everything you could possibly want in a token. So if you don't have your backpack, get your backpack. And if you do have your backpack, get ready for a moonshot. Moving on. Guys, Kishu today is giving away a Tesla. It is on their Twitter account right now. Kishu, you're trading at 62.04. That's down 7% to the previous day. But you know what? A few minutes ago, it was 10%. All of a sudden, there's more money, and it's just popping back into Kishu. And that means that they are about to get sent as well. And what does that mean? I don't know what that means because I'm not an expert. I'm just always right. But here's what I can tell you. We randomly selected from 4,400 people who correctly entered the Tesla contest. And I'm not going to tell you who won because we don't know who won. But here's what we do know. If your wallet starts with 0xB18271, then you might want to check your shit out. And if it happens to end in 9D6C, you got 48 hours before you missed out not just on a moonshot, but a Tesla. What is wrong with you? Check your wallet, check your information, know what's going on. Come on. Or let's just keep picking until you get to somebody who would appreciate a Tesla. All right, guys, moving on. Intruder alert, intruder alert. StarLink Troopers. You guys are trading at 12.51 right now. That's about dead even with 24 hours ago. So while the entire market dipped, and I want you to think about this investor from your dev team. In 24 hours, while the entire market, including Bitcoin, collapsed from $50,000 to $40,000 in a heartbeat, in a flash crash, StarLink didn't crash at all. And when you start to zoom in, you know what you're seeing? That you're about to get another leg up. Everything is starting to happen. And that means that you're going to be smiling real soon. And also, if you knew what I was referring to at the very beginning of this, it sure would be cool if there were a video game inside the video game for the game Berserk. Now, guys, the volume has still been consistent. You're still at $2.4 million trading volume every single day. Market cap, obviously, that will change as you guys get back up to what I think is probably going to be this $1,500 or $1,600 level for a nice test. It looks like you've got support at 14 as well. So I think that you are about to see a massive lift happen at this point. And then we're going to see just how strong the StarLink Troopers are. Go Johnny Rico. Moving on. All right, investors, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but I do want to say something very specific. The human mind tends to remember extremes, and it tends to remember a specific moment in time where you saw something that you felt matched what it was that you wanted to think. That's how we fall into conspiracy. That's how we fall into science. That's how we fall into religion. That's how we fall into different categories in our life. And that's how we fall into what you should be doing in the crypto space. And I'm going to give you a summary of all of the things that you should be doing in the crypto space. Buy a crypto and hold it. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's how you make generational wealth. That's how you transform your life and the lives of those around you. You buy crypto and you just hold. That's it. That is all you have to do. And if you remember this, if you're 20 years old or you're 25 years old and you're out here and you're putting just a little bit of money into crypto and you're not rich already and you've been doing it for 2 or 3 years, then the problem is you. The problem is not everybody else. Because here's what happens. Again, the human mind tends to remember moments. It doesn't remember all of the facts. Because the fact of crypto is buy, hold. When you've made life-changing wealth out of a crypto, then do you know what you do? You take half of it out, you leave the other half in, and you know what they call that? Playing with house money. That's all you have to do. And then you just go find another crypto that you feel confident about, and then you take that money and you put it in, or you take profit. If you want to take profit, take profit. If you're early into the game, don't take profit. Just move your money around and keep making solid decisions and keep playing with house money. Because if you do that, then before you know it, one of these is going to take off and you are going to have life-changing wealth. Now, if you notice, here's what I did not say. What I did not say is stare at the chart all day long, wait for a dip, think that you know better than day traders or swing traders, and then you start playing those dips. Now, here's what happens. Every once in a while, we track wallets. And when we track a wallet, then we see a person's life change. In fact, we have somebody in ours right now. Hundo, you the man. We have somebody who put in, I think it was $100,000. Put $100,000. And you know what? If you look at the chart right now, Hundo has life-changing wealth. He could take some of his out and still have more than he started with just in Keanu cryptocurrency. That is insane to me. I don't have that type of level of money. I don't have that. I actually invest a small amount, and then I rely on people making contributions to me. Floki, I appreciate you guys. You've made great contributions to me, and I appreciate you every second of the day. But I rely on donations most of the time. This is not a monetized channel. I'm hoping to get to monetization. And if you're still here with me and you're still listening, then I would sure appreciate it if you watched all my old videos, got me up to 4,000 hours so that I could monetize. But even if I do monetize at that level, it's only a few bucks, not life-changing money for me or anything like that. But the point is, I digress. We remember moments in time. We don't remember the statistics. What we remember is we saw some guy. Here, the best example I can give you is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Okay? It didn't happen to somebody. It didn't happen to somebody I know. Let's imagine for just a second that I'm Nicki Minaj. It's not me. It's not my cousin. But it's this guy my cousin knows who had some crazy shit happen to him, which makes me think things might be crazy. That in itself is crazy because it belies fact. And that's how we look at things through our lens most of the time in everything that we do. And in cryptocurrency, that is catastrophic. If you watch somebody make a move and they make themselves a little bit of life-changing wealth, then you can rest assured you're going to get wrecked. The life-changing wealth that we're going to call the red pill. Life-changing wealth is the red pill. And those are the people that hold. But the money doesn't change. If there's $2 trillion in this market at the end of tomorrow, there's still $2 trillion in this market. The only difference is whose hand that money is in. Now, if you're looking for that generational wealth, if you're looking to be that red pill, then you're going to make your money off of blue pills. Now, we go back to the beginning of this conversation. What do the red pills do? They buy and they hold. Then when they get to a moment where they've made enough profit that they feel on that product, they can successfully pull out half and still be comfortable with what they leave in and what they move on with, then that's what they do. And then they take some of that money and they put it into something else so that they can do it all over again. And they don't just sit there for a day or two. They put it in, they hold, they make some life-changing money, and then they do it all over again. Now they have a bag here, they have a bag here. Now they have another bag that they are about to create, and they're changing their life every single time because guess what? Cryptocurrency just continues to rise. We are still at the beginning of cryptocurrency. Sure, we're 12 years in, but we're still at the beginning of cryptocurrency. This market is going to double in the next couple of years. Bitcoin is going to have a lot more value than it has right now. Ethereum is going to have a lot more value. Cardano is going to have a lot more value. But the only people who are going to make the money off of it, who are going to make the life-changing money, are the red pills. They're the people that hold. Now you're an investor in this. And if you're a developer, you're an investor too. We owe it to everybody here to remind them, hold. When we do this in chat, and we do this everywhere we go, and we say HODL, HODL, then what we are telling you is, if you want the prosperity, and if you want the life-changing type money, then be a red pill. Do not be a blue pill. Hold, hold, hold. Never give up. Don't sell out your product. You might take a dip. Those 90% dips, those are the things that the red pills go through so that they can make that life-changing wealth. The blue pills are the ones that take the loss and move on. And as soon as you take that loss and you move on, that wealth transfers to somebody else, because all you did was turn $1,000 into $100. And if you look at any chart, if you look at every chart that's in cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, by the way, or Ethereum, by the way, or Cardano, by the way, if you look at every single one of these charts, they've all gone through a large moon, and then they've lost a tremendous amount of value. And at the end, the only people who prevailed are the red pills, which we also call the diamond hands. And the blue pills, you're nothing but paper-handed hoes. Now, in closing, I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to have success. I want everybody here to have generational, life-changing wealth. But that only happens if you do what you're supposed to do. You're a red pill. You're supposed to hold. You're supposed to allow your money to grow. And I really hope that you do, because we are at the beginning of meme coin season. We just had a bounce down to 40,000, and it couldn't even break Bitcoin down past 40,000, which means that we are about to bounce up in epic fashion. And meme coin season, we're in the beginning of it right now. It is here, and life is about to change for a lot of you, but it's only going to be for the people who are strong and the people who are bold. Change your life. Be a red pill. Stop being a blue pill. That's all my time, guys. I want everybody to succeed. Let's all have a good and prosperous day.
I've been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles and cigarettes.